As an educator, I like to create that new difference in the way they look at learning. I want children to feel safe, secure, and supported and grow to their highest potential. I enjoy providing that comfort in the child when they're in that new experience and helping them form that bond between their different peers and myself, the educator. The thing that is a privilege is just being around the kid, seeing them grow their confidence, as well as supporting them through those challenges.
What I love most about being an early childhood educator would be giving back to the children, being an advocacy for them. When I go to work, my cup is really full, being able to help children learn, play, and grow and reach their developmental challenges or, see their successes.
What I love most about being an early childhood educator is that I get to change the lives of the children and families around me and help to be a mentor to newer early childhood educators in the field. It gives me a lot of heart work that I need to do, and the heart work is what makes me passionate and what will help to change our nation and make our nation stronger.
I grew up always knowing that I was Métis and going to the dances, the community gatherings, so I promote a lot of culture. But for children, it's getting to know their different backgrounds, their beliefs, their value systems from their families, and supporting them on their ground and helping them form that identity. If we are the mirrors of our children, they see what we do, what we reflect, and we just want to support them and help them discover their own identities.
I feel that being a Métis citizen and, exploring the early childhood education, being an educator definitely has prompted my vision of implementing culture throughout their abilities to learn, where they're from, the importance of the community. The culture-based activities really reflect on a human, and as a child development, they can get grounded and find their roots, and, they can excel in so much more areas than they'd ever envisioned.
We have been given a wonderful opportunity to create a space specifically for Métis children. We have our elders that come in as part of our program, our books, our toys, our stories, photography on our walls, parents that come in to create that bonding. And so we see ourselves as not separate from our culture, but a living part of our culture. It's really about who we are and what our passions are, what the children are interested in, and bringing love and light and song and really deep caring. We see ourselves as not just educators, but aunties and uncles for our program, so it makes more of us connected to the children in meaningful ways.
One of my special moments in my early childhood education career was doing story time at one of the parks, and we were reading the story by Lee Dorian, The Giving Tree, and we had bannock as our snack, and one of our nonverbal children, he sat in the circle, he would come and go. So we're going through the story and we came to the part where we're talking about breaking fast, having our bannock. He connected the bannock in his hand to us being underneath the tree and look at the story, and then he would point to the book and the bannock and then look up at the tree, and then he would look at his bannock, and he just connected it all. That was a great aha moment, and he made the pieces of it all connect.
A special moment for me for my ECE career was being an Indigenous woman, and finding my passion in working with children was really important to me, and helping them grow into the foundation of having those special moments and being able to share the culture with them and exploring wherever their little minds were going, because I feel like play was a huge important part of being an early childhood educator. And when I came into the field, I had met all these little people, and I just seen, they're little sponges, and they wanted to grow and develop and learn. And because of them and working with them, I grew as an individual.
I've been in the field for about 30 years plus. The highlight of my career is being here at the center. Every day that I come in, and I'm just surrounded by culture. It is really a lot about how good it feels to walk through the door. I've had parents walk through the door and they're just in tears because they've never had a place that's their own, where they feel comfortable and secure to walk through that door, because sometimes that's the hardest thing that they do, is just to get in that door and feel safe and secure. in knowing that there is a community here that will wrap their arms around them. Meeting other ECEs in the field, Métis ECEs that are really excited and passionate, and they walk in the door and they go, wow, you know, we see the sashes, we see the spoons, we see the stories. You know, we have elders that we can talk to. And the food, we have the most amazing food here. It's represented in our culture, growing up in a way that, you know, it's on a cellular level from the inside and out.
I feel that Métis culture is impacted in our program through the images on our walls, the stories we tell, our elders that come through our program, and our wraparound approach to community, bringing our outside resources in through our main office, through supports, going to the dentist's office where we know kids need their needs met, just bringing that as a community support, as well as just having our elders being supported in our knowledge cubes to create that sense of pride and belonging in our children. And then parents are enjoying learning alongside their children the language, some traditional cultural background, and learning to jig with them.
Bringing culture into any part of my life, let alone just in the childcare setting, has impacted them enormously. With families being involved and having parent participation was a huge asset to being an early childhood educator. Children need to learn from their parents, and parents need to learn from their children. And as an educator, I'm continuously ongoing learning with them. And I feel like being that advocate and, you know, they're number one, that we can grow together.
That just brings so much joy to the families to be able to see their children singing, saying Tashe Kia when they come in the door and Kuwapamitin when they leave the center. I really, really love that we're able to do that. Jig around, play music, play the spoons, dance around, and have fun together and make those important connections, because they're going to leave here and go into the school system. And so having that strong foundation of having a child that can leave here and go, I am proud, I am Métis. And when they get to the school, they're going to know who they are, and they're going to feel a sense of pride about who they are. So I think that brings all of us the most joy in our community to see their faces just super excited about being Métis.
Some of my goals that I see myself in as an early child educator is just finishing off my diploma program right now, and then especially getting my special needs certificate. I want to create that program of excellence, having our knowledge keepers support our children, and having a culturally based Métis daycare program.
When I came into the field, I really wasn't sure. All I know is that I wanted to work with Métis families and help, you know, Métis children reach their highest potential. I've moved in different positions since I've been in the EC field, from, you know, working at an Aboriginal Head Start into going to a different position with the Kelowna Friendship Society, where it's given me so much more motivation to pursue that this is the right choice that I made. And I feel like I will be a forever ECE because I just love working with families and children, and I love implementing culture in my day-to-day life.
In the future, I see myself creating more programs for the children, creating more early years content for them, you know, maybe writing a few children's books at their level. I'm just really inspired because now I know who I am as a person, because the center has helped me grow. I am excited to be a mentor and to help other Métis ECEs start their journey in a good way.